it's Donna Brown here, the Work From Home Queen. I hope you're doing well. In today's episode of Poop to Profit, I want to talk about how I'm managing my paper diary. So, for those of you that have watched an old episode, I'll include the link below. I talked about getting a paper diary. Even though I've always used a digital diary, I decided to get a paper diary to enable me to manage my family a bit better when Blueberry arrived, aka Heidi. And that way I could leave the diary on my desk or on the bench in the kitchen, and it would enable Pickles to see what's happening in our world a little bit better, so he could support me a bit better in becoming a mum and making sure my business is still progressing, because in the past everything was in my head and online, and he really had no kind of clue what was happening unless I said, oh, tomorrow I'm running this event. And I didn't want all that pressure to be in my mind when I was sleep deprived and trying to manage feeds and breastfeeding and everything. So that's why I originally got the paper diary. Now, I haven't used a paper diary for 10 years, or actually ever. I think this is the first time I've properly used one. So it's been a very big learning curve for me. And Blueberry, or I keep calling her Blueberry because I'm so used to doing it from the camera. Heidi is 3 weeks old now. She was 3 weeks yesterday. And in those 3 weeks, I've refined my diary usage a little bit better on how I like to use it and what works for me. So I thought I'd share with you guys what I've been doing. But because it's a paper diary, how much are you going to be able to see on camera? I don't know. So I decided to replicate one of these week drawings on the whiteboard behind me so I could show it to you in a more zoomed in state. So this is what that's all about. Okay, so this is what 1 week looks like. Let me see if I can bring you a bit closer. Okay, so this is what a week looks like, and there's a column for each day, as you can see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The way that I work it out is this. So I block off dinner time, around 6 to 7 p.m, and I actually meal plan exactly what we're going to eat. FFF is Fast Food Friday. We've been having fast food on Fridays, or Nick has, or Pickles has, I should say, anyway, for 10 years with his brother. That's their little thing. They watch movies and have fast food. I sometimes do it, sometimes don't, but I don't have to cook Fridays. So Fridays is FFF, or Fast Food Fridays. But what we've started doing is actually meal planning, which I've never really done. I've never really meal planned before. I just cooked what I felt like on the day, or maybe what I feel like tomorrow. But given the fact that now we have a newborn, I need to plan ahead a little bit more, because I can't just pop into the shop whenever I felt like it. We've decided to start meal planning. So this is just an example of a meal plan. This is not what I'm making this week. I just put some words down there just so there'd be something there. So I've written like spaghetti, tacos, Caesar salad, and roast as an example of what a meal plan may look like for us. Then I create my shopping list based on my meal plan, so then I know exactly what I need to buy on the weekend when we do our grocery shopping. I know, I've become a little bit of a planner, haven't I? So I include all the meals planned out, and not only does that help me know what I need to do during the day, like what veggies do I need to cut, what food I need to prep, but also means that Pickles knows what's happening. So if he comes home and I'm having a disaster of a day, he can at least get dinner started because he knows what we're making and he can get the ball rolling. I think this is also really good for budgeting. Not that we're desperately needing to budget, but I thought it'd be a good thing to get into the habit of, so I could support other mums in business who are trying to budget their family expenses while starting, investing money in their business. So this is why I've started doing like this, so I can create some content, create some support on budgeting as well. So I always do my meal planning, and we do it on the weekend. We decide what we're going to eat that week. What does Pickles have a hankering for? What do I have a hankering for? And then we create our shopping list and we go and get what we need. The other thing I also do is up the top, I list any bills that are due this week. So just an example, I wrote water $200, electricity $300. They're not my actual bill amounts before anyone freaks out if that's small or low, whatever. I just popped a few down just so I know what is due financially this week, so I make sure I pay it. It doesn't, get forgotten, because I have forgotten a bill in the past couple of weeks, especially near the end of the pregnancy, because I was so out of it and I was so overdue and I was so tired. And I didn't, and we, and I've, some of them I was a couple of days late because they were lost on my desk or whatever. And because of all of our bills, we've got the BPay code set up on our internet banking. I can just go in with my phone and go, oh yeah, $200 transfer done, or Pickles can do it, whatever. So I list all the bills due that week up the top. I also list the sales calls that I want to do. So for example, here I've got Sally, Peter, Sarah. They're just random people. They're not real people I'm calling. but at least all my sales calls this week that I want to try and convert. So people that I've met, people I've had conversations with on Facebook, people who are getting back to me, whatever the thing is, just whatever pending sales presentations I've got at the moment. So I know who I need to contact this week to convert. Down the bottom here where it's got notes, can you see that? Yeah, you can. This is where I list my tasks for the week. So I haven't got anything written here at the moment, but you know, if I've got certain jobs that I need to do, I'll list them down here. And the last thing I've got, you might see, is these 3 purple circles on every single day. So this is a new thing that I've just introduced this weekend. I haven't actually done it yet. I'm going to give it a go. I decided that the top 3 things that I could do in my business to make sure things are flowing efficiently and effectively is making sure my emails are empty by the end of the day, which I haven't always done because I get so many emails. So I'm going to try and start filtering off emails to my team members, my VA and whatnot, to do a vlog a day. So making sure I'm sharing a vlog a day, whether it's a brand new vlog or an older vlog, because obviously some of my content is so relevant. I can share old videos again because I've got new people entering my community all the time, but do a vlog a day and do sales every day. I want to make sure I'm talking to people every single day to try and make a sale or initiate a sale conversation. So what I've done is drawn 3 squares on every single day. This is obviously not in proportion to my diary. On my diary, they're tiny little squares. They don't look like they take up from 7 a.m. till 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. And I've got an E, an S, and a V written in them. So email, sale, vlog. And basically what I'm going to do is just tick off every single time I do it. So every day I want to make sure my email account is empty. So that e-box might be emptied at the end of the day. Once Heidi's asleep, usually she's been going down lately. By 9 o'clock she's usually asleep for the next few hours, so I can pull my computer out, making sure my inbox is empty. The sales calls might need to happen during the day, and the vlog I can share anytime within 24 hours, you know, because it's online, so it's not a big deal. And I just want, those are the 3 things that I want to make sure I'm doing every single day: emptying my inbox, making sales conversations, and vlogging or sharing a vlog. So I decided to include those 3 squares on every single day so I could actually tick them off. So obviously throughout the diary I've got appointments. They're not in here at the moment, you know, client appointments or doctor's appointments or whatever. And at the moment what I'm doing is just highlighting things as they're done. So as I pay a bill, I highlight it. As we have this dinner, I highlight it. So, you know, as I've had this sales conversation, I highlight it. That way at the end of the week I can see where the gaps are and what needs to be transferred over to the following week, or how much I got done. You know, if I've got tasks down the bottom here, I'll highlight them as I do them. It just makes it clearer for me to see what's happening, what's not happening. It is a very manual process, I know that, and given that I run an online business, it might seem a little bit counterintuitive, but it is something that I'm trying to get done for 2 reasons, and I've said this before. One is so Pickles can be in the business as well. He can see what's happening. He's a very kinesthetic kind of guy, and running it online for him, like if I had an online diary where he saw, or an online project management software where he could see all this, it just doesn't really work for him. So this is my kind of way to make sure that he's involved as well. And the other reason why is I think a lot of mums and a lot of other stay-at-home businesses actually really enjoy having the paper diary process. So I'm testing out new ways to make, so I can provide ideas and content for you guys that would work for you. I mean, the more I refine it and the better it gets, the more I feel like I might actually create a diary for you guys where you can select what your top 3 actions might be. You know, there might be a Facebook post or something like that, but just so you can actually plan out your meals, plan everything out. Everything is all hunky-dory to make your lives less stressed, because less stress means usually a calmer baby. I've said this before. Calm mum, calm baby, usually. For the most part. Obviously you can have a cranky baby. Heidi sometimes has her little hissy fits, let's be realistic. But for the most part, she's a pretty chillaxed child, and I feel like that's because I'm in control of what's happening in my world. So, I spoke very fast in this video. I hope that's okay and you got everything. I'm trying to talk fast before she wakes up. And you know, comment below. What do you think? Has there anything I've forgotten? Do you think it's too much? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.